द्वारे मेरे आयो रे अब द्वारे मेरे आयो। देखो री बाला जोगी, देखो री की बाला जोगी द्वारे मेरे आयो री अब द्वारे मेरे आयो। भागमरी का और दुशाला शेष नाग रघुतायो रे। भागमरी का और दुशाला, भागमरी का और दुशाला शेष नाग माथे वागे तिलक चंद्रमा, माथे वागे तिलक चंद्रमा योगी सच्चा आया रे मया योगी सच्चा आया। द्वारे मेरे आयो रे अब द्वारे मेरे आयो। ना चाहिए तेरी हीरा मोती, ना चाहिए तेरी माया जोगी। ना चाहिए तेरी हीरा मोती, ना चाहिए तेरी हीरा मोती, ना चाहिए तेरी माया जोगी। तेरे लाल को दर्द दिखा जा, तेरी लाल को दर्श दिखा जा। मैं काशी से आया रे मैया, मैं काशी से आया। सूरदास मैं खोज धाम को, धन्य जसोमती माया रे। सूरदास मैं खोज धाम को, धन्य जसोमती माया रे। तीन लोक की करना हरना, तीन लोक की करना हरना। मैं काशी से आया रे मैया, मैं काशी से आया। देखो री की बाला जोगी, देखो री की सीता हरण किए जब 10 मुख, जाके खबर जनाई रामा, जाके खबर जनाई रामा। सीता हरण किए जब 10 मुख, जाके खबर जनाई रामा, जाके खबर जनाई रामा। अमृत फल के भाग उजारो, अमृत फल के भाग उजारो, शर्मन तक जराई रे, शर्मन तक जराई रे। कहलो न जाए हनुमत तोहरे बनाई रामा, कहलो न जाए तोहरे। तोहरे बराई रामा, तोहरे बराई रामा, तोहरे बराई रामा, तोहरे बराई। कहलो न जाए, कहलो न जाए, कहलो न जाए तोहरे बराई। धरती को रजर पे पवन सुख, गए पताल समाई रामा, गए पताल समाई रामा। गए पताल समाई रामा। धरती को रजर पे पवन सुख, गए पताल समाई रामा, गए पताल समाई रामा। अहि रावण का शीर सोर कर, अहि रावण का शीर सोर कर, लेने चलना, लेने चलना, लेने चलना दोनों भैया दोनों भाई, लेने चलना दोनों भैया। कहलो न जाए, कहलो न जाए, कहलो न जाए तोहरे बराई। तोहरे बराई रामा, तोहरे बराई रामा, तोहरे बराई रामा, तोहरे बराई। कहलो न जाए, कहलो न जाए, कहलो न जाए तोहरे बराई। अब कहलो न जाए तोहरे बराई, अब कहलो न जाए तोहरे बराई रामा, तोहरे बराई रामा, तोहरे बराई रामा, तोहरे बराई। कहलो न जाए हनुमत तोहरे बराई रामा, कहलो न जाए। बन जाए हो बन के, बन जाए हो बन के जोगिनिया हो रामा, पिया के करवा, पिया के करवा जोगिनिया हो रामा, पिया के करवा। माती कहे कुमार से मैं क्या रौंधे तो एक दिन ऐसा आएगा मैं रोनूंगे तो मैं रोनूंगे तो माती कहे कुमार से तू क्या रोने वो एक दिन ऐसा आएगा मैं रोनूंगे तो मैं रोनूंगे तो माती कहे कुमार से तू क्या रोने वो एक दिन ऐसा आएगा मैं रोनूंगे तो मैं रोनूंगे तो आए हैं तो जाइए राजा रंग बगी एक सिंहासन चढ़ी चले एक बंधी जंजीर आई है तो जाइए राजा रंग बगी एक सिंहासन चढ़ी चले एक बंधी जंजीर दुर्बल को न सताइए दुर्बल को न सताइए चाकी मोती हाय बिना जीव के हाय के लोहा भस्म हो जाए लोहा भस्म हो जाए माती कहे कुमार से तू क्या रोने मोर एक दिन ऐसा आएगा मैं रोनूंगे तो छलकी चकी देख के दिया कबीरा दो पाथन के बीच में साउद बचाना होए चलती चकी देख के दिया कबीरा दो पाथन के बीच में साउद बचाना होए हार जले तू लकड़ी हार जले तू लकड़ी गेज जले तू गार सब जग जलता देख के भय कबीर उदास भय कबीर उदास माती कहे कुमार से तो क्या रोने वो एक दिन ऐसा आएगा मैं रोनूंगे तो दुर्बल को न सताइए, दुर्बल को न सताइए, जाकी मोती आए, बिना जीव की आएंगे, लोहा भस्म हो जाए, लोहा भस्म हो जाए। माटी कहे कुमार से तो क्या रोने हो, एक दिन ऐसा आएगा, मैं रोऊंगी तो, मैं रोऊंगी तो, मैं रोऊंगी तो।
Our beloved devotees, once again it is my distinct pleasure to extend to you a very cordial welcome to this 8th night of worship to the Mangal Murti of Lord Ganesh. But before we go any further, we see Sri Satyanand Gosine ji sitting there, looking hale and hearty. Let's give him a round of applause for speedy recovery. And that is primarily due to all the positive energy that you generated and a couple of nights that we ask you to pray sincerely from your heart. The Mangal Murti, as we said to you, the ambience has been created by this family, Sri Satyanand Gosine ji and his family, for you to come and worship, for you to receive the grace and blessings of that Lord in this very auspicious time of Ganesh Utsav. The Vyasa this evening is Sri Haridev Prasad of Swaha. Really needs no introduction. He is a very, very senior Pandit, and he is also of national and international acclaim. So he will be reading from Ganesh Puran, delivering discourses, and as I indicated to you yesterday, if you listen, you will receive. Simple. So we ask you to stand as we perform first item.
Boli Sri Gajanan Swami ki jai. Devotees, we join together in Aarti. Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh Deva, Mata Jake Parvati, Pita Mahadeva. Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh Deva, Mata Jaki Parvati, Pita Mahadeva. एक दंत दयावंत चारि भुजाधारी माथे सिंदूर सोहे मुस्की सवारी जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा माता जाके पार्वती पिता महादेवा अंधन को आँख देता कोढ़े को काया बाजन को पुत्र देता निर्धन को माया जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा हार चढ़े फूल चढ़े और चढ़े मेवा सूरदास शरण आयो सुफल सेवा जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा माता जाती पार्वती पिता महादेवा हे माता जाती पार्वती पिता महादेवा जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा बोले श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय आदि शक्ति जगदम्बा माता की जय उमापति महादेव की जय पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय उदय शाह जगन्नाथ की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय बोलिए श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म के बैठ जाइए प्लीज बी सीटेड डिवोटीज बोलिए श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय devotees let me as I begin this evening's discourse extend commendations and best wishes to Pandit Satyanand, my Shishya, and the Swasti Vachan, the grouping, year after year, have been organizing Ganesh Utsav celebrations. For the Guru, when the disciple is carrying out such activities, it is also to his benefit. The Guru is sustained also by the good actions of his disciples. And also he suffers the consequences because of the bad actions of his disciples. So what is happening here is indeed very good. And it is also sustaining to me, Pandit. And as we get older in life, we need some more sustenance. I appreciate this very much. And whatever in life little challenges come here and there, if you do in Ganesh Yagya and you do not meet some challenges, something is wrong. You have challenges. The family will meet challenges. I still have to think about a year from all my years of experience doing Ganesh Yagya where we never had problems during the course of Ganesh Utsav. Always. But the challenge is, can I overcome these obstacles? And Is it that Ganesh is going to come and remove my obstacles? I've always maintained Ganesh symbolizes Vivek, the power of discrimination, Gyan, wisdom. There is internal Ganesh, inner Ganesh. Ganesh Baba is not going to come in this form. I'm not saying he cannot come. But under normal circumstances, he manifests himself in the form of the wisdom, the attitude, the right differentiating power as to know what to do. That is how Ganesh manifests. And the tests come, we undergo the challenges, we keep our focus, and when that inner Ganesh is awakened, success comes. Now you would not know unless you are challenged. So you are challenged, the family is challenged, fear not. Keep the focus. The Lord tests us time and again. And the only way we can grow in life is through challenges. When everything is good, when there's plenty of support, that doesn't challenge you. We become complacent. When the challenges come in life, then we have to tap into the inner reserve, the inner power that exists in us to transcend and go forward. Now, you are the head of all this. It comes to you first. Uneasy lies the head that wears a crown. This is why leadership is so difficult and challenging, yet powerful and meaningful, beneficial. So, you know what has happened? You know everything? You are here today. His grace, inner Ganesh is awakened. Keep it in mind. No problem. What may appear to be obstacles and so on, they are merely tests of the Lord to lift you to a different level. You're going to go to a different level. And I mean spiritually. Spiritually. So blessings to you and blessings to the entire family, members of Swasti Vachan. Today is also the birthday of Anand Sankar. I could have sworn that he was 40 years old. He told me he's 60. It took me some time to assimilate that, Anand. I want to, on my own behalf, express happy birthday. Those are just words. But I pray that the blessings of Gajanan Swami be showered upon you in abundance. And may you continue the way you are going, this beautiful path. No losses. Absolutely no losses in this pathway. Life is nothing but an empty dream unless one realizes that supreme. I've been saying life is like a square. There are 4 angles: spiritual, social, physical, and mental. For a square to be in equilibrium, all the angles have to be 90 degrees. So in life, especially going through grihas ashram, etc., you have to have that balance. And when you get older like me, the square becomes skewed, twisted. So I've always asked, what is the name of a twisted square? Few get it right, and they say it's a rhombus. And I have to clarify that a rhombus is not a bus full of rum. It is a figure in which 2 angles are larger and 2 angles equal but smaller. Now as we get older, mental angle must always remain, getting bigger and bigger. Use it or you lose it. And spiritual, expand. For material, we carry nothing with us. You know, mother and father have gone. Did they carry anything? The good karmas. Spirituality. This is what is important. Material things are important, necessity, but they help us to fulfill the hierarchy of needs. But that should be used to convert into spirituality, which is the reality. Because you know why? Aham Brahmasmi. I am divinity. Each person is divinity embodied. And anytime we do things, deviant, away from that attitude of spirituality, we create problems for ourselves. All these practices that we are carrying out, the ultimate aim of all this is to come to that realization that I am the divine. Ganesh Baba, he made a point. I am the inner consciousness in every single person. Atma. Ramayana said the same thing. Atma hai Ram, Ram hai Atma. Ram Brahm Paramatmi Rupa. Yeah? Krishna Bhagavan in 13th chapter of the Gita says, I am the soul in each person. This is who we are. We are divinity. But it's like a lamp, a flame, but covered by a bushel. We don't get any light coming through. The objective of all these practices is to remove this bushel, so the light will shine in all its brilliance, the inner light, who we are and what we are. I like to put this up front as we start, because this, to my mind, is the purpose of all these. There are other aspects, socialization, whatever have you, but without spirituality, everything is dead. And spirituality is the key. So the objective of all this is to awaken that inner light, to remove the bushel, so to speak, so that light will shine. When we sing Kirtan, Antar Jyoti Namo, Paramatma Jyoti Namo. Antar Jyoti Atma, Paramatma Jyoti Mahaganapati. Both are the same. Okay? So keep up the journey in life. Just focus as we get older. 60 years, you're coming up. I hope you don't meet me, because that would mean I have to stop. And I don't want to stop yet. Yeah? But as we get older, focus on spirituality. And I keep emphasizing spirituality is not religion prayerfulness. One part. Spirituality, what you have been doing, the good actions, the principles you maintain, etc. And spirituality cuts across all boundaries. Religion is personal. Spirituality cuts across all boundaries. Okay? So keep it going, and may you have many more happy birthdays. I don't want to tell you, may you live to 100. Because I've had a problem one time, one of my god sisters, 95. I said, Didi, it's nice to get old. 95 years is a blessing. And she started to cry. I thought, well, why are you crying, Didi? She said, hi, 95 years, you're saying it's good to live so long, but how good it is to live and see your grandchildren dying in front of your eyes. I didn't see it from that perspective. So since then, I said, keep my peace, just wish you all the best, and leave it in God's hands. Yeah? Because I don't want to wish you 100 years, and in the process, wish you pain, inadvertently. See, so many times we say things and we don't even realize the implication of what we say. So I've become very cautious. As you get older, you get wiser. Okay? Blessings, Anand, and many more wonderful years ahead of you. And it's a testimony to Vashti that you're looking so good. Yeah. If the wife wasn't good, supportive, what will happen to your husband? Yeah? So I won't go there too much now. But Vashti, blessings to you too for doing a good job. For devotees, I perform my invocation in a little bit different way, in the sense that I want to focus first on Gajanan, then I worship Devi Ma, then Bhagavan Shankar. And tonight I'm going to present the discourse to you, maybe a little bit different from what has been done before. It's not very itihasic, but it is more philosophical. But I'll explain as we go along. But before anything else, devotees, I would like you to concentrate on Matang Muk Mahaganapati. Visualize that form. And simple mantra, Om Ganganapataye Namaha. I will perform Ganesh Ashtakam, after which we will glorify him. And then we do the same for Devi and Bhagavan Shankar. We'll take it from there. Visualize Gajanan Swami. Om Tat Sasi Ganeshaya Namah. Ad Ganesh Ashtakam. Sarve Uchuhu. Yato Nanta Shaktir Anantascha Jiva. Yato Nirgunat Aprimeya Gunasti. Yato Bhati Sarvam Tridha Bheda Bhinnam. Sadatam Ganesham Namamu Bhajamha. Yatascha Virasi Jagat Sarvam Etat. Tatha Vyasanu Vishwagu Vishwagupta. Tathendradyayo Deva Sangha Manishyaha. Sadatam Ganesham Namamu Bhajamha. Yato Vahani Bhanu Bhavo Bhurjalant. Yatah Sagaraschandrama Vyoma Vayuhu. Yatah Sthavara Jangama Vriksha Sanghaha. Sadatam Ganesham Namamu Bhajamha. Yato Danavah Kinnara Yaksha Sangha. Yatah Sharana Varana Shwapadascha. Yatah Pakshikita Yato Vidhurascha. Satatam Ganesham Namamu Bhajamaha. Yato Buddhir Agyana Nashu Mumukshur. Yatah Sampado Bhakti Santoshi Kahasyuhu. Yato Vignanasho Yatah Karya Siddhi. सदा तं गणेशं नमामो भजामः। यतः पुत्र संपद्यतो वाञ्छितार्थो यतो भक्त विघ्नास्ततः अनेकरूपाः यतः शोकमोहौ यतः काम एव सदा तं गणेशं नमामो भजामः। यतो नन्त्रशक्तिः सशेषो बभूवः धराधारनेनेकरूपे च शक्तः यतो नेकधा स्वर्गलोका हि नाना सदा तं गणेशं नमामो भजामः। यतो वेदवानो तिकुण्ठः मनोभिः सदा नेति नेतीति यत्ता गृह्णन्ति परब्रह्मरूपं चिदानन्दभूतं सदा तं गणेशं नमामो भजामः। श्रीगणेश उवाच पुनरुचे गणाधीशः स्तोत्रम् एतत् पठे नरः त्रिसन्ध्यं त्रिदिनं तस्य सर्वकार्यं भविष्यति। यो जपेत् अष्टदिवसं लोककाष्ठ अष्टकम् इदं शुभम् अष्टवारं चतुर्थ्यां तु सोष्ठिसिद्धिर्मवाप्नुयात्। यः पठेत् मासमात्रं तु दशवारं दिने दिने समोचयेत् बन्धगतं राजवद्यं न संशयः। विद्या कामो लभेत् विद्यां पुत्राधिपुत्रमाप्नुयात्। वाञ्छता लभते सर्वम् एकविंशतिवारतः। यो जपेत् परया भक्त्या गजाननः परो नरः एवमुक्त्वा ततो देवश्चान्तर्धानं गतः प्रभु। इति श्री गणेश पुराणे गणेश अष्टकं संपूर्णम्। ओम शीर्तनै वरिष्ठं सर्वकल्याणमूर्तिं परशुदशन कंधे शोभितं मूरकेन। ओम गंगणपतये नमः। ओम नमो गणेभ्यो गणपतिभ्यश्च नमो व्रातेभ्यो व्रातपतिभ्यश्च नमो प्रमथ। ओम तत्सत्। ओम नमः प्रमथपते। ओम श्री दंत एकदंताय विद्महे विघ्ननाशन विनायकम। ओम तत्सत् गंगणपतये नमः। ओम महागणपतये नमः। ओम श्री गणपतये नमः। महागणपतिये गणपतिये सिद्धि गणेश विनायक। बोले श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय। We glorify Gajanan devotees. Gajavadana Gananatha Natha Gaurivara Tanaya Gunalaya Gajavadana Gananatha Natha Gajavadana Gananatha Natha Gaurivara Tanaya Gaurivara Tanaya Gajavadana Gajavadana Vedyadayaka Buddhi Pradayaka Siddhi Vinayaka Ileshu Bhadayaka Siddhi Vinayaka Ileshu Bhadayaka Tanaya Tanaya Shri Gajanan Swami ki jai. Devotees, we read in Ganesh Puran, Shiv Puran, where Parvati treated Ganesh Gajanan Swami and she put him to guard the cave, and Lord Shiva wanted to enter, and there was this altercation. Ganesh Baba was beheaded. All the stories we know, but what do they mean? I like to draw all these things in a metaphysical way. All these incidents relate to us, inner movements in every one of us. Where is that cave? That cave is Muladhara Chakra. There are the 7 main chakras in the body. Actually, there are 114 chakras. But we will go into detail. The 7 main chakras along the spine, as we say. The base chakra, Muladhara, that is the cave. Who is Shakti? Kundalini. That divine energy, personalized energy, that's present in every one of us. And this evening you're going to hear, I will mention in passing, Gajanan, Tvam Muladhar Stitosi Nityam. You have an eternal abode in the Muladhara chakra. To get into Muladhara, to get to Shakti, to awaken to Jagavi Shakti, you have to go through Gajanan. From a ritualistic perspective, we worship Gajanan. From a philosophical perspective, devotees Ashtang Yoga, Yam Niyam, Asan Pranayam. The rest of concern is Yam and Niyam. Yam and Niyam, forms of self-restraint, forms of positive virtues. This is the Ganesh. Ahimsa Satyamasteyam Brahmacharyam Dayarjavam Chamadhriti Mitahara Shaucham Cheti Yamadasha Yam Tapah Santosh Astikyam Danam Devasya Pujanam Siddhanta Savanam Chaiva Krid Matisya Japohutam. The Jnani has to go through these, make the effort to overcome the negativities, develop forms of self-restraint, positive virtues. That is going through Ganesh, getting into the Muladhara. Beheading of Ganesh, devotees, you're going to hear again. Who is Ganesh? Tvam Guntrayatita. You are beyond the 3 gunas, Gajanan. Satrajantam. Beheading of Ganesh symbolizes the devotee has to reach to a state of gunatit, transcending the 3 gunas. Now these are not simple things to understand, but this is what it means before you can get into Muladhara chakra. The devotees, the devotion is the easiest pathway, simple pathway. So we have worshipped Gajanan, we want to enter into that cave. We want to come in contact with Mata. And why do I want to come in contact with Mata? The mother knows who the father is. The mother takes us to the father, Shiva. Visualize Mata. Jaya Bhagavati Devi Namo Varade. Jaya Bhagavati Devi Namo Varade. Jaya Papa Vinashani Bahupade. Jaya Papa Vinashani Bahupade. Jaya Bhagavati Devi Namo Varade. Jaya Shumbha Nishumbha Kapaladhare. Jaya Shumbha Nishumbha Kapaladhare. Pranamami tu Devi Narati Hare. Pranamami tu Devi Narati Hare. Jaya Bhagavati Devi Namo Varade. Jaya जय नारायणी जय जय दुर्गे जय जय अम्बे नमो नमः. Devi devotees, energy personified. Main Durga Lakshmi Saraswati. Ichha Shakti, Gyan Shakti, Kriya Shakti. Without which nobody could function. No, none of us. That energy, not even a blade of grass can move without energy. Shakti, Devi. So we surrender to Ma. Jai Narayani, Jai Jai Durga, Jai Jai Ambe, Namo Namah. तेरा पावन सुमिरन करते अंतर में सुख धर आता. रोम रोम में प्रेम तिहारा मन में भक्ति विखर जाता. जय कल्याणी जय जय दुर्गे जय जय अम्बे नमो नमः. मन अंतर में मंत्र बनो तुम जीवन में गुंजा दो. जन्म जन्म के संतापों को तेजस्वी अपन जला दो. जय रुद्राणी जय जय दुर्गे जय जय अम्बे नमो नमः. देने वाली मन पंछित फल बरसाई. द्वार की हारी आँखी मैया कोई खाली नहीं जाए. जय ब्रह्माणी जय जय दुर्गे जय अम्बे नमो नमः. ज्ञान भजन हम निस दिन करते मन में जपते नाम विभु. शरण पड़े तो एक सहारा मैया तेरा चरण धरो. जय शिवानी जय जय दुर्गे जय अम्बे नमो नमः. जय दुर्गे नमो नमः. ओ जय जय मैया नमो नमः. बोले श्री आदि शक्ति जगदम्बा माता की जय. In our God's sense devotees we say the mother takes us to the father. Devi is Shiva Ramani. Kundalini wants to merge with Shiva, which is the pole of greatest awareness within the brain. Everything is inside. Yatha pinde tatha brahmande. This is why we keep saying the journey is inward. External represents the journey that is supposed to be inward. So devotees, Bholinath, Deen Dayalu Kripa Sagar. We say Gajanan, he is the son of Shiva. Gajanan is Shiva himself, as we shall hear a little bit this evening. So devotees, I want to concentrate on Bhagavan Shankar. And I will do this special bhajan, and I ask you in your own way. The bhajan says, Shivaji, Dehu Mohi Vardhan, grant me the boon that I seek, O Lord. You are Vardata, the giver of boons. What do you want, devotees? What do you want? You don't have to tell me. Talk to yourself. Just remember, when we ask for material things, we leave everything and we go. But you have that right to ask for whatever you want. From my personal perspective, I pray. Bhakti Dan dije he Tripurari. Bhakti Dan. Grant me that boon of devotion. I want to come to you, Bholenath. I want to come to you. Devotees, this is my prayer. What is yours? In your own hearts, express it. At the end of the bhajan, you'll follow with some kirtan. I invite you to join me. Visualize. Deen Dayal Kripa Sagar Bhakta Vatsal. Yatadhari Gangadhar Chandramauli Trayambak Neelakant Nagavadana Trishuladhari Vrishavahan. O Shivaji Dehu Varada Dihina Bandhu Bhagavan Umapati Bhagavan Shivaji Dehu Mohi Varada O Shivaji Dehu Mohi Varada Shivaji Dehu Mohi Varada Dina Bandhu Bhagavan Umapati Bhagavan Shivaji Dehu Mohi Varada Shivaji Dehu Mohi Varada Shivaji Dehu Mohi Varada Hirdaya Kanch Gale Mundamala Gale Mundamala Jata Mukut Audhyan Shivaji Jata Mukut Audhyan Shivaji Dehu Varada Shivaji Karakapur ki karo aarti karo आरती तुझे और ध्यान शिवजी तुझे तेरी और ध्यान शिवजी देहु वरदान शिवजी देहु वरदान लाज हमारी शरण तिहारी शरण तिहारी शरण तिहारी गिरिराज शिवजी गिरिराज शिवजी देहु Shivaji उमापति प्रभु, उमापति प्रभु, हे त्रिपुरारी, हे त्रिपुरारी, उमापति प्रभु, उमापति प्रभु, हे त्रिपुरारी, हे त्रिपुरारी, हे त्रिपुरारी, उमापति प्रभु, हे त्रिपुरारी, हे त्रिपुरारी, हे त्रिपुरारी, हे प्रभु कृपा निधान शिव जी, हे प्रभु दया निधान शिव जी, देव दीन बंधु भगवान, उमापति भगवान, हे प्रभु कृपा निधान शिव जी, देव वरदान शिव जी, देव वरदान शिव जी, देव वरदान. Devotees, visualize holiness. Don't let the mind stray. Remember, Shamayna Abad Barambar. This moment will never come back. Life is so fickle, strange. Nobody knows if tomorrow will be here. Nobody knows. Now is what counts, and make it count. Surrender to holiness. Remember, I need God. God doesn't need me. Just remember that. He doesn't need me. I need Him. We surrender. हे शिव शंकर नमामि शंकर, शिव शंकर शंभो. हे शिव शंकर नमामि शंकर, शिव शंकर शंभो. हे गिरिजापति भवानी शंकर, हे गिरिजापति, हे गिरिजापति भवानी शंकर, भवानी शंकर, भवानी शंकर, शिव शंकर शंभो, शिव शंकर शंभो. बोलो शिव शंकर शंभो. हे शिव शंकर, हे शिव शंकर, हे शिव शंकर नमामि शंकर, नमामि शंकर, नमामि शंकर. हे शिव शंकर नमामि शंकर, शिव शंकर शंभो. बोलो शिव शंकर शंभो. Devotees, we have glorified Shakti and Shiva separately. I want you to put them together. That form Ardhanarishwar. Left side half Shakti, right side half Shiva. Ardhanarishwar, symbolizing that state of non-duality. Shakti merging with Shiva. Namah Parvati Pataye Har Har. Har Har Shankar. Hey Mahadev, in a journey devotees. Om Namah Parvati Pataye Har Har. Om Namah Parvati Pataye Har Har. Hey Har Har Shankar Mahadeva. Hey Har Har Shankar Mahadeva. Har 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 Mahadeva. Bolo. Om Har 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 Mahadeva. Om Shiva 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 Sada Shiva. Om Shiva 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 Sada Shiva. Om Hara 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 Mahadeva Bolo. Om Shiva 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 Sada Shiva Bolo. Om Hara Shiva Shiva Hara Mahadeva Bolo. Om Shiva Hara Hara Shiva Sada Shiva Bolo. Om Jaya 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 Mahadeva Bolo. Om Jaya Shiva Hara Mahadeva Bolo. Om Shiva 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 Sada Shiva. Ah Shiva 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 Sada Shiva. Om Mahadeva Sada Shiva. Om Sada Shiva Mahadeva. Om Namah Parvati Pataye Hara Hara. Om Namah Parvati Pataye Hara Hara. Hara Shankar Mahadeva. O Hara Hara Shankar Mahadeva. Hara Hara Shankar Mahadeva. Hara 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 Mahadeva Guru. Om Hara 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 Mahadeva Guru. Om Shiva 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 Sada Shiva. Om Shiva 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 Sada Shiva. Om Mahadeva Sada Shiva. Om Sada Shiva Mahadeva. Bole Shri Umapati Mahadeva ki jai. Now devotees, just in case in the devotee's mind you may be thinking that you have come to Ganesha, Ganesh, hence much about Shiva. Where would Ganesh be without Shiva? What is the difference between them? Now this is part of the problem with religion. Now in Hinduism you have the Vaishnavas, you have the Shaivites, you have the Ganapatiyas, you have the Shaktas. Different aspects of divinity people take and they worship and they fight each other. Why? Because Ganapati is God, Shiva is not God, Shakti is God. This is the ignorance that exists. Now, this is why I want to go tonight to take you to what they call the Atharva Shirsh from the Atharva Veda. This is Vedic knowledge. Vedic knowledge. Who is Ganapati? Is Ganapati simply another god? Now devotees, we as Hindus need to understand concepts. And forgive me for putting it in this way, but it is my firm conviction that religion is like the school system. You have preschool, you have primary school, you have secondary, tertiary education. Majority of people are in preschool. Basics, you hold on to that, not understanding that you need to build up on these principles to go higher up. And if we do not go there, this I call it Gyan Bhakti. Because there are two types of devotions, Moor Bhakti, Gyan Bhakti. Moor Bhakti. Some say give Ganesh Baba 11 laddu. Some say give him 21. One Pandit said Ganesh Baba belched 54 times, you have to give him 54 laddu. If he belched 1,000 times, we dead out. Now devotees, I ask you, when you offer 11 laddu to Ganesh Baba, check and see how much you get back. I bet you get back 11, unless somebody thief one. Ganesh not eating it. God is never hungry, God is never thirsty. God is not tired. God doesn't sleep. All these functions man imposed upon the Lord for his own satisfaction. God is beyond all these. Now, devotees, all the offerings we make, I'm not saying we should make those offerings. Those offerings have deeper significance. And all relate to us, not to Gajanan. As I said earlier on, I need the Lord doesn't need me. He doesn't need anything. He's Purnata, he's complete. So the sages have created certain pathways to go to him. And as I mentioned when I started, there's this flame, this light, the bushel is covering it. We have Panchakosh, the 5 sheets, Annamaya Kosh, Pranamaya Kosh, Manomaya Kosh. Some may not be familiar with these. But these, like a bushel covering this light. And the offerings we make, psychologically you think you're giving God. No, God doesn't need anything. Deeper what it means, you are going beyond the koshas, beyond the covering to tap into the inner divinity. This is a deeper aspect of puja. Puja has different levels. But you have to go beyond the preschool level to understand and take puja to the higher level. Gyan Bhakti, Moor Bhakti. So Baba says 11 laddu, you put 11, you're free to put 12. You know many times I've asked people, if you put 10 laddu, what happened? If you put 12, what happened? It is irrelevant. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yomi bhaktya parayachati. I'm not saying don't do it, but don't be obsessed by these things. That is not devotion. There's a difference between devotion and obsession. You have to understand that. So even as we make the same offerings, nobody says don't do it. But your understanding must go to a different level. Why am I doing this? This is Gyan Bhakti. And scriptures tell us, Gita says, if you do things avidhi purvak without the right understanding, it takes a long, long time to achieve any results. Bhagavad Mahapuran says, if you do things vidhi purvak, right understanding, etc., tatkal, right away, benefits can come. So in other words, I'm trying to say, we don't just go through the motions. This is something deep. You see what Hinduism has? Nothing to compare with it. But we have to take it to a different level. The practices don't change, but the understanding changes. And if you go to this composition of Adi Shankar, he says to Shiva, Atma kvam girija mati. Shiva, your Atma, girija, is mati, the intellect. So the basic truth, Atma, Shiva, doesn't change. What changes? The mati, the understanding. The practice is there, but the understanding, girija mati, that understanding has to develop and go to higher levels. Otherwise, where are you staying? So devotees, for those who have not been exposed to these things I am saying may sound very difficult for you. But you know, I always say Hinduism is all for the intellectual. It's a deep religion, full of philosophy, as well as different levels. But I am pushing for the point to let us go to a higher level of understanding. So devotees, if you listen to the terms carefully, I said Mahaganapati, I said Ganapati. Are they the same? Are they the same? Most people think they are the same. They are not. When you have Param Shiva and Shiva, are they the same? They are not. Param Ishwar and Ishwar, Mahashakti and Shakti, different. Hinduism says there is infinite, unconditioned, nirgun, without qualities. So when I say Mahaganapati, that is what I'm talking about. When I say Param Shiva, that is what I'm talking about, a state. Parameshwar, a state. Devotees, how many infinite can we have? Common sense will tell us you can't have more than the infinite. So if Mahaganapati is infinite, Param Shiva is infinite, Parashakti is infinite, they're all the same. They're all the same. Now go back to Rama and you say Ram Brahm. And then go on, Paramarthi Rupa. Sri Ram is Brahm, but he is the form of the supreme objective, Paramarthi Rupa. In that state of being infinite, Alak, he is imperceptible, unknown. Devotees without parts, differentiation, etc. What we are saying, from Nirgun, you get Sagun. So Mahaganapati is Nirgun, and Ganapati is Sagun, God with form, God with qualities, etc. Once there is a form, you have qualities. So devotees, if you go to the Ganesh Atharva Sirsha, you start off with that. Mahaganapati. Who is Mahaganapati? And here, I will take it from this point where they say, Tvameva pratyakshang tattvamasi. Tvameva pratyakshang tattvamasi. O Gajanan, as we say, you are the visible manifestation of that dictum that we say, thou art that. If you go to the Vedic scriptures, the Vedas, you're going to hear these dicta, tattvamasi, aham brahmasmi, etc. Adi Shankar said, Chidananda rupaha shivoham shivoham. Ramayana says, Ishwar anjiva vinashi. Same concept. So devotees, what we are saying, the Atharva Shir says, Gajanan is a visible manifestation of that dictum, thou art that. Now you have to analyze what is thou and what is that. It's philosophy now. Now plenty of people criticize Hinduism and say, we are very dogmatic kind of religion. You know, we follow blind rituals. I want to challenge you to prove to me where this is blind. Show me. Everything we do here is authorized by Vedic injunctions. Authorized. But you see, if you don't understand, you want to drag down something, in ignorance you do anything. Don't let ignorance overpower you. And devotees, as I mentioned, ignorance, there are 5 mental afflictions from which we all suffer. 5 mental afflictions. The first is agyan, ignorance. And then there's asmita, ego, I-ness. Rag and dvesh, attachment and aversion. Then abhinivesh, fear of death. The last 4 are evolutes of agyan. Ignorance is the root cause of all our problems. So when in ignorance we criticize, we vilify, we condemn, devotees, you're creating problems for yourself and for others who might not be learned enough. And let's face it, none of us knows God. None of us. We're all seeking that Lord. So you have to go back to what scriptures say. So devotees, Ganesh, you alone, Tvameva pratyakshang tattvamasi, the visual manifestation of thou art that. And devotees, we have said symbolism. When Satyanand, you spoke of symbolism the first night, I think you mentioned to me. Elephant head represents macrocosm, human body microcosm. If you have a body without a head, no use. A head without a body, no. Ishwar anjiva vinashi. Yathapinde tatha brahmande. That is the concept. Thou art that. The visual manifestation. So when we begin, all we have to do is say, focus on Ganesh. Here was the understanding? Ganesh is not I am here and you are there. Duality is the problem. That's born out of ignorance. Aham, I am one with the divine. And if I can understand that I am divinity, there is no need to fear. There is no need to fear. There is self-motivation, self-esteem, self-worth. All positive virtues come to one if you have this understanding. So devotees, this first term alone, we could go on and on. But let's just take it simple and understand what we are saying. Tvameva pratyaksham tattvamasi. Tvameva kevalam kartasi. You alone are the creator. From Hinduism mythological perspective, who we say is the creator? We say Brahma. Brahma is the creator. So I'll explain this. We go on again, we say, Tvameva kevalam dhartasi. You alone are the sustainer. Tvameva kevalam hartasi. You alone are the destroyer. Now we know Vishnu Bhagavan to be the sustaining aspect. We know Shiva to be the dissolving, reabsorbing aspect. How Ganapati coming in this? So devotee, this is where you see, you go to Mahaganapati. The Atharva Veda is talking about Mahaganapati and visible in this form. How Ganapati, Mahaganapati is the creator. Now devotees, you go back to something again I mentioned earlier. We have the 3 gunas. Sattvic, Rajasic and Tamasic Prakriti. Now we can't go into details, right? Time wouldn't allow. But Sattva, the state of piety, truthfulness, spirituality. Rajas, materialism, activity. Tamas, laziness, sluggishness, sleep. So you have to know right at this point in time, devotees, what gun are you in? What is dominant in you? You have to know, and God knows. Because remember, He's the inner witness. You can't fool Him. So we could sit down
and say whatever, I go satsang. But if it's tamas existing, you achieve nothing. You actually fool yourself. You eat and go back home, good. You go back home with the food in your belly. What about the blessings? What about the wisdom? Now you have to put yourself in sattva, that state of piety, state of spirituality. And by the way, I shall also mention that there are four ages: Satyug, Treta, Dwapar, and Kali Yuga. Everybody is saying now it's Kali Yuga, the age of sin. Devotees, the scriptures tell us every moment could be Satyug, Treta, Dwapar, and Kali Yuga. In one day, all of us, whoever we may be, could experience these four ages, sorry. So what that means by that? If I'm in a state of sattva, piety, spirituality, then that is Satyug. Satyug is dominating me at that point in time. And that is the age of truth. So again, you see, when we say these things, you have to ask yourself, are you experiencing this? Now, many people kill the messenger, don't take the message. Right? Now, I'm saying take the message, forget the messenger. Take the message. Right? If you're not in Satvik Prakriti, Satyug, then what kind of devotion are you doing? Now, this is personal, internalized. When devotees, rajas mixed with some tamas, that is Treta. You have certain qualities existing. So the mind is more material. You do puja, you do yajna, right? You do a yajna to get more power, more money, more this, more that. Rajas. You use all the Vedic yajnas and so on. Heaven, prosperity, for this, for that, for the other. Ashwamedh yajna, you do to get more power. Now, that is one part of it, but those are distractions. But that happens when there's rajas. When you come to Dwapar devotees, when Bhagavan Sri Krishna, Duryodhan, Yudhishthir, the others were there, when you have some rajas with tamas being involved, if that occurs in your life, that moment is Treta. And when you're overpowered, like Kumkaran, Sripavi, mind strain, you're lost totally, tamas prakriti. And that is Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga. So, not just Kali Yuga on the outside, you know, I could fight it out by my attitudes if I do the right things. All this is in us devotees. I have the power to do it, but I have to have the understanding first, no? Yeah? Now, devotees, get back that infinite Mahaganapati formless, when he identifies with Satvik Prakriti, notice what I'm saying. He identifies with Satvik Prakriti, then you have the Vishnu aspect, the sustaining aspect. So there's a form. Why? Because man thinks in images. That is why Hinduism has so many forms. You know, Anand, I've asked a lot of people, go in my car and you can see the blunks, go bring it for me. The blunks. Guruji, what is that? I don't know what it is. I say, I don't know what it is. If there is no form, can you identify it? It is a psychological need of man to have forms. Right? And the forms symbolize the deeper concepts. But if we don't stop with the form, we go to the symbols and so on, to the inner meaning. But the forms are necessary. Very necessary. So Vishnu Bhagwan, when we see Vishnu Bhagwan, is that Mahaganapati or Mahavishnu, the Mahapad, that infinite identifying with Satvik Prakriti, is sustaining force. When that same infinite identifies with Rajasic Prakriti, Brahma, the creator activity. When that same Brahma identifies with Tamas Prakriti, we say Shiva, dissolving and reabsorbing. So if you look at it, what is the difference between Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva? They are the same. They are the same, except that identification with the guna. And for the benefit of people who talk about manifestation and so on, you hear all kinds of manifestation. But the first manifestation we ever had, these three. Gun Avatar, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. Those three manifestations. First manifestation ever of that infinite. So when Atharva says, Tvameva kevalam karutasi, Tvameva kevalam dhartasi, Tvameva kevalam hartasi, this is what we understand from it. That unmanifest, he came in these forms, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. But it is he himself, not a different God. Ek Brahm, Dvitiya Nasti. So devotees, Atharva says continues, Tvameva sarvam khalvidam brahmasi. O Lord, you alone are all this. Idam sarvam. Idam sarvam. Everything. Scriptures say that. Everything is divinity. Even the world of materialism. But that is not the Lord. God is beyond all that. That Lord pervades every single atom of creation. Go to Ramayana. Hari Vyapak, Sarvatra Samana. All scriptures tying, not different books, no? Same concepts. So devotees, everything we see is that Gajanan, that Supreme Purush. Whichever path you want to follow, whether it is, the Vaishnavas, whether the Shaivais, whether Shaktas, whatever. If you could see that divinity in everything, you're seeing right. And that is what we need to do. See that Lord in all places. What Shivari told Sri Ram Pandit? See me in all places. That is bhakti. Approaching the type of bhakti. Devotion. Scriptures tie in devotees. So you see, this is what the scriptures telling us here. Right? Atharva Ved. The Atharva Sirsh of the Atharva Ved. So everything we see is that divine. And devotees, what does it mean to me then? You know what it means? If everything is Brahm, can I hide and do anything? And somebody see me? Not people. That Lord sees without eyes. He hears without ears. He functions without a body. If He's in all places, I could go in the darkest spot and do whatever. I am observed. I am seen. It is recorded. Nobody gets away. So if people can understand these concepts, you won't play games. Many playing games, hiding and doing things, nobody will see me. Who nobody you're talking about? The most important person, being, is seeing you, that Lord. And there's another point I keep saying, Anand. If you would go to Puran, plenty read go to Puran, they say a fellow called Chitragupta. He writes down everything everybody does for the 24 hours of the day. Right? For a whole life. And my own thinking, which man could do that, boy? Some people living so long they can't even dead. Yeah, you have to write. How many billion of people pass through the world already? Even this age of computer, could any man do that? That is if you take it in a practical, a literary sense. Some religions say, one angel here, whatever. But who's Chitragupta? Chitra means picture and Gupta means secret. Chitragupta is a secret picture of a person's life. Everybody has a secret picture in your life, Everybody. So if I ask you who knows of the secret picture in your life, one fellow tell me God. I said, oh, be stupid. God has with you. Who knows of the secret picture in your life? Who it is? You alone. You yourself. Everybody knows your own picture. Hidden what's inside of you. Chitragupta is the recording ability of a person's mind. Everything you do is recorded inside of you. So when you die or about to die, Chitragupta coming. When is it Chitragupta? Who is Chitragupta? When Howdev lying down there, is Howdev himself coming? Like me, no? How dare you do so? I can't say you lie, because I'm talking to myself. You can run, but you can't hide. People have to understand all these concepts. And nobody gets away. Koi la kare chaturai karma ka lekh mite nare bhai. And yet devotees, these teachings are immortal, eternal. But day by day, people still playing games. They think they will get away. From who? You can run, but you can't hide. Karma is going to catch up with you. Karma is the root cause of everything. Because this being, he is eternal witness. He is judge, he is jury, he is witness, he is also executioner. Sorry boy, you can't bribe him. No matter what you have, who you are. You can't kill him because he is imperishable, etc. So devotees, when we hear these things, they're not impractical, no? They should inform a philosophy by which we should live. And since I began to understand all these things, devotees, I'm even more careful about what I'm doing. Even if nobody watching me, I want to make sure I do what is right and proper. Because you know what? I have to answer one day to come. Okay? So these principles here, they're practical and applicable. for everybody. I keep saying it's not only Hindus, Muslim, Christian, atheist, whoever. These are spiritual principles that cuts across all boundaries. And let me tell you a secret, no devotee. Some people like ostrich, bury the head in the sand. May I believe what he's saying? May I take on what he's saying? As if it will change the truth of it. You know, there was a fellow who went to a yug one time, you know, a shopkeeper. No, I just speak not shopkeeper, right? So plenty people like you have here, devotees. So the Baba reading and he talking like how I talking now. Karma is this, and if you look carefully, will come back and haunt you and what. Every night after the katha, this shopkeeper will get up and shake out himself. Now, you know, some people shake up in katha going on. But he shake after the katha. Shake up your head, shake out the clothes, all kind of thing. And then he go home. Devotees, a young fella, observe what was taking place. And I'm not talking this for talking's sake, I like to talk now. Because you know what I'm trying to put to you? Role models, examples. Elders must be careful what we do when children are around. Children live what they see, what they learn. So we have to be very, very careful what to do. Every one of us. So devotees, this is why we put things like this. This young fellow saw the shopkeeper. 7 nights the man shaking out every day. Now this young fellow, the last night he approached the shopkeeper and said, oh friend, you know, I just want to ask a question now. Every night I see you shaking out. Is that some special totka? And you're thinking, you know, you're a shopkeeper, so you're making plenty of money. So it's something to do in the yard to get money. Thinking of how your mind could run. What does he put? Why is he shaking up? Is that special torka? The shopkeeper said, boy, I go tell you beta. If I take on everything this pundit say, how about I teach me a little half ounce and 3/4 ounce and make me profit? So you know what I do? I shake out everything he say. And I go home. And I continue life as usual. So I'll be watching and see who's shaking. Yeah. So what I'm saying, some people have this attitude of ignorance. You can't accept the truth. You want to prove it to be a lie, or just don't take it on as if it doesn't apply to you. I have news for you. Whether you believe or you don't believe, these are cosmological laws. I keep saying, if you take the owl and put him into the sun and say, owl, look, sunlight, owl will just say what? Well, you know, yeah? That doesn't mean there is no sunlight. The owl is blinded to the sunlight. So everybody must understand this. Because sometimes people think that I'm exempted from this. I different. Go ahead. These principles, devotees, are for our guru as well as chela, king as well as pauper, is for every one of us. Because you know what? Where do we go to when we die? When the cremation ground? Whether you are king, whether you are pauper, everybody become ashes. Yam is the equalizer. You end up dry to everybody. So, where's Kailaki when you see you're alive and whatever else? Wake up, devotees. We must wake up. Wake up. So all these points are good to understand. You know, it informs us. I must not play games with my life, because I create my own destiny. Atma, devotees, here Atharvas is saying, Tvam Sakshat Atmasi Nityam. You are the eternal Atma in bodily form. This is Gajanan. The eternal Atma. Now devotees, notice what is saying here, Atma. Now this could go on and on. Ishwar Anjiva Vinashi, the Atma inside, his universal Atma. What is his soul, devotees? When you see somebody die, you hear all kind of talk. After 3 days, his soul gone away. After 5 days, he gone away. You put a pinda for him. Lord Krishna will come back with his soul to eat that pinda. The kind of nonsense I hear in it. And I call it nonsense because people take it literally, not understanding what it means. That's a big, big problem. People are very literal, not understanding the depths of scriptures. Now, I'm not condemning anybody, you know, my super purpose. What I'm saying, let's take it to the next level now. These things have meaning, deeper meaning. But you see, we elude that by taking it superficially. Put it pinda, Krishna will come and eat it. Krishna's starving. He won't come and eat pinda. People falling for this kind of thing. Devotees, you have to understand that that soul Atma, we have said, is like a circle of infinite circumference, but with the center in the body. Understand this mathematical model. Circle of infinite circumference, but with the center in the body. How many circles of infinite circumference can we have? Nobody, we can't say one, because one implies limitation. We can't say many because you're quantifying it. There is the circle of infinite circumference and the center in the body. In other words, understand what this means. All of us are part of the same system. You're the center in the body. So when somebody dies, the center shifts. Like a Khalsa devotees, if you have a Khalsa, air is everywhere. Air is inside the Khalsa. If you burst the Khalsa, where does the air go? It merges in the air right there. You understand? If young people would challenge us with so many things we say, we in a bad way, In a bad way. Because they've been very naive, superficial, dogmatic. The devotees, what does this mean to? That eternal Atma, each of us belong to the same circle. It's from this you get the question of duality. If I hurt you, I hurt myself. Same system. Newton's third law, Jaisa karni, vaisa bharni. All concepts emanate out of this, the understanding of that. And therefore, what I need to do is to grow and see everybody as divinity. Respect everybody as divinity. Don't put down anybody. No negativity. Even if I have to correct someone, it's not to condemn you. Devotees, it all depends upon the individual, how I see. And if I see duality and plurality, Maya is contaminating me. This is what is happening. But here Ganesh is saying, you are the eternal Atma in bodily form. There will be only one eternal Atma. And if I do anything against that, I'm creating a problem. So devotees, what I'm saying, these simple statements, they can tell us a lot of how to guide ourselves. Now this is not story, Story could be quite interesting and so on from the stay right there. But devotees, we can give you stories in all this, but get the principles first. So the third Ved says, Ritang Vachmi Satyang Vachmi. I am speaking the scriptural truth. I am speaking the truth experienced by me. Now notice I have said, the third Ved says so. I can't say that Satyam Vachmi, that I have experienced that truth. I am seeking for the truth. One day to come, I hope I can say Satyam Vachmi and mean that I have found the truth. But this is the truth experienced by the sages who have traveled this pathway before, leaving their footprints on the sands of time. So devotees, recognizing this to be that Ganapati, the Atharvaved prays now, and a very simple prayer, right? Avatamam, Avavaktaram, Avasrotaram, Avadataram, Avadhataram, Avanuvacham, Avashishyam, Avapaschatat, Avapurastat, Avotaratat, Avadakshinotat, Avachordhatat, Avadharatat, Sarvato Mang Pahi Pahi Samantat. Recognizing the all-pervasiveness of that power, infinite power, I pray, Lord, protect me. Who does need protection? Sometimes you put your God to protect you, and who guards you against the gods? You see, there are certain forces we don't see. This is why you see we turn to divinity. This is why the Lord says, why fear when I'm here? So the prayer is here. Protect me, O Lord. Protect the speaker, Vaktaram. Protect the Srota, who listens. Now notice, who listens. So if you're not listening, there's no you talking about. If you're listening, it's talking about you. I know I'm talking about me because I'm talking about the Vakta. Right. Srotaram, that is you. Avadataram, the giver. Avadhataram, the sustainer. Avanucham, Avanuvacham, those who give me to study. And study what? Scriptures, higher knowledge. Avashishyam, protect the disciple. And devotees, east, west, north, and south. Protect from the west, protect from the east. Protect from the north, from the south. Up and below. Sarvato Mang Pahi Pahi Samantat. Protect me from all sides, O Lord. But, it crossed my mind, why didn't Atharva say, protect me from inside? Why didn't he say, protect me from inside? Now, my only conclusion is that when he said, I'm the inner consciousness in everybody, he's inside, he doesn't need protection. He's the force. He's there, all the energy there. I don't have to appeal for protection from inside. The problem is to go inside. I want to go there so I can tap into this power and realize who I am, what I am. So devotee, this is a very, very nice prayer. If you notice, Ramayana, Tulsidas start with that. Also it's in the Ved. This is coming from the Ved. Wonderful prayer seeking the protection or the protective shelter of that Divine Master. And then it goes on to say, Tvam Vang Mayas Tvam Chinmayaha, Tvam Ananda Mayas Tvam Brahmamaya, Tvam Sachidanand Advitiyosi, Tvam Pratyakshang Brahmasi, Tvam Jnanamayo Vijnanamayosi. Gajanan, you are the embodiment of speech. Tvam Vang Mayas Tvam Chinmayaha, Tvam Ananda Mayas Tvam Brahmamaya. You are the bliss absolute, Brahmanand. You are the essence of all that. Gajanan, who are you? Tvam Sachidananda Advitiyosi. You are that one Brahm without a second. Sat Chit Anand, Advitiyosi. Sat, truth, Chit, consciousness, Anand, bliss. All these epithets used to refer to that infinite. You are such, O Lord, one without a second. Advitiyosi. Knowledge, bliss, existence without a second. O Lord, this is how I recognize you to be. You are the powers of Brahm. You are Brahm. Now he goes on to say, Tvam Pratyakshang Brahmasi. So the first statement is, Tvameva Pratyakshang Tattvamasi. Now he is saying, Tvam Pratyakshang Brahmasi. Now when I'm saying he is saying, who do you think is saying it? We say the Atharva Srish. You know who composed it? You're going to hear in a short while. A sage composes, one who realized this high state. He is saying, oh Gajanan, you are the visual manifestation of Brahm. You are the manifestation of Brahm. Tvameva pratyakshang, tvam pratyakshang brahmasi. You are Brahm in human form. So Sagun Brahm. This is why when I start off, Mahaganapati, Nirgun, now Sagun. Godly qualities. So when we look at Gajanan, or any form, Shiva, Durga, Sagun Brahm, they are qualities that we can identify that help us to go to higher levels. So, this sage is telling us, Gajanan is Brahm. Tvam Jnanamayo, Vijnanamayosi. You are the embodiment of scriptural knowledge, Gajanan. Embodiment of scriptural knowledge. And devotees, there is something we call Vijnan. So you say, Tvam Jnanamayo, Vijnanamayosi. What is Vijnan? Vijnan means the immediate knowledge of oneself in relation to that divine. So there is Jnan and there is Vijnan. Gajanan represents all those. Devotees, the sage continues to say, Sarvam Jagadidam Tattu Jayade, Sarvam Jagadidam Tatastishtati, Sarvam Jagat Idam Tvai Layameshayati, Sarvam Jagadidam Tvai Pratyeti, Tvam Bhumir Apo Nalo Nilo Nabha, Tvam Chatvari Vagpadani. Devotees, so we won't elaborate too much on these, we go on. He's saying that this world has sprung from you. This whole world is returning into you. Substratum. Thing comes up, Purnameda, Purnamedam, Purnata, Purnamudachyate. If you understand all these things, you can tie in all this. Whether it is Param Shiva, whether it is Parashakti, Mahaganapati, this is the whole thing, everything goes back there. Everything has come out of there. He is saying, oh Lord, this whole world rests in you. Everything is in you. Yet you are not in everything, so to speak. You are beyond everything. Right? You are this whole world is coming to you. At some point in time, everything goes back into that Brahm. There is Shiva, Mahapralay, dissolution and reabsorption. All these things happen. These are experiences that take place in the world. So certain points in time, there's destruction, pralay, where the order of things are changed. And then there's Mahapralay, where there's destruction and reabsorption. These concepts need to be understood. So we say, Gajanan, you are the root cause of all that. O Prabhu. Lord, Tvam Bhumir Apo Nalo Nilo Nabha. You are earth tattva, Prithvi tattva. Yeah? So notice, and all this is dealing with how we are made up. The chakras themselves are aligned like that. So Prithvi tattva, The chakra responsible for that is Muladhara. Muladhara. Parvati Ma taking dirt and making Ganesh Baba. Dirt. Prithvi Tattva. This is inner meaning. Muladhara, Prithvi Tattva. Tvam, Bhumir, Apo, water. Jal Tattva, Swadhisthana Chakra. Yeah? Tvam, Nalo, fire. Manipur Chakra. See the tattvas as we going up. Right? Tvam, Nilo, Anil, breeze, air. And Nabha, space, Akash. Anahat Chakra, Vishuddha Chakra. These 5 lower chakras. But devotees, there's a very, very interesting form of Lord Ganesh painted, where you have symbolism, a rectangle. The rectangle represents Prithvi Tattva. See, there are different ways we can relay these things. Huh? And then there's a circle. In Hinduism, the circle represents water, Jal Tattva. Then there's a triangle, one on top of the other. The triangle represents Agim Tattva. And then there's the moon, so to speak, no devotees, that represents the breeze, right? Vayu Tattva. And then there's this flame right on top of it. Everything comes up like that. Nabha, space. That form, the tantrics meditate upon that form. They don't take the physical form of Ganesh. They have this, they create it, and they meditate upon that, doing their various practices. But we're not talking about tantrism here. That's the left-hand part. We could try some in between. This thing is very powerful, devotees. So, in other words, Gajanan is everything. Panchatattva, he is everything. And therefore, when we read that Gajanan was created with dirt, understand what that means. It's not a physical thing. You know, I asked myself many years ago, Parvati Ma rubbed the dirt from her skin, and she made Ganesh. She must have been bathed for a long, long time. How she got so much dirt to make a boy? So then the cover-up in a reading, I had to say, you know what? She takes some of that dirt and put it in some next dirt. But I don't know if that was true. Trying to cover up in case anybody asks you a question. And then as I get old and began to analyze, then you come to a different perspective. Prithvi Tattva we're talking about. Muladhara Chakra. Right? What is Ganesh? You go to a different level. So the question doesn't arise how she could take dirt and make a big boy so. See? If you see we don't go to that level, you have serious questions to answer, which you're going to find not a difficulty to do. Okay? So devotees, this is hard, eh? I know this course is very, very difficult. But you know, I am hoping that something will stick somewhere. You know? In other words, I'm trying to create an awareness that it is so much more than what you have seen, what you are hearing and so on. So much more. We are even scratching the surface yet. Hear what I'm telling you. But at the same time, if you can't swim, better bathe in the sun until you could swim. But I'm saying, learn to swim. Learn to swim. Get into the depth, and you will see what is amazing things. Devotees, the sage says, oh, Gajanan, you are the 4 forms of speech. There are 4 types of communication. Speech. Students do communication at Cape level. We could tell you about communication, you know. Devotees, 4 types of speech. Vaikhari, Madhyama, Pashyanti and Paravani. Each one itself is a complete discourse. Vaikhari is the grossest form of speech. What are we doing here? God, you see this? We misrepresented plenty. Words have a way of being lost, you know, misconstrued, etc., etc. But this is the grossest form. Then there's Madhyama, mentally we say. And then there's Pashyanti, the yogis. Pashyanti young yogi, no. They go in meditation, they communicate. It's not a verbal communication. A different energy, you know, vibrations communication. And Paravani, when we read Lord Shiva is talking to Parvati, that is Paravani. Now what is the difference between Shiva and Parvati? There's no difference. Shiva comes as Parvati in Madhyama, and he asks the question in Madhyama, and in Paravani he answers the question. Now, I just mentioned this, but this for those who want to study more, this satsang, deeper things. That is what it is. This is what it is. So I just saying this thing like for Pandit Satyanand, and if you have other Pandits around, you got to understand this in the higher level of philosophy. Paravani. So when we read of Ramayana and Shiv talking to Parvati, is you have to understand his speech. You know, it's not Vaikhari. They may talk in Vaikhari, but the word is Paravani, assume, form in Madhyama, ask the question, go back into Paravani and answer the question. Therefore it is authoritative, very authoritative. So the word is speech is also Gajanan. And this is why we need to be very careful with speech. Chhod bulai, karo bhalai, chhod parai ninda. Jhoot na bol, sat ki tol, mithi boli boli. So he preaching this thing, and we start about talk everybody. Condemn this one, condemn that one. Speech, Ganesh, speech is Vani. Vardana martha sanghanang rasanang chandasamapi. Mangalanang chakartaro, vande Vani vinayako. About the Vani, the goddess of speech, and we sit down and talk Shupinish right through. Contradiction? Contradiction. So the word is, speech is such a vibration. We have to know what we're doing with it. Yeah? That is divinity. The sage continues, Tvam guntrayatitaha. So the word is, you have the three gunas, Sat, Raj and Tam. I mentioned this when we started. Beheading of Ganesh symbolizes going to the state of gunatit. The same thing when people offer goat and then cut out goat head. Pandit, you know what that symbolizes? The same thing I'm talking, it's not physical thing of cutting out a goat head, you know. It's transcending the three gunas. The Katha of Daksh. By the Shiv Puran, they say, they cut out Daksh head. He will say, cut out the goat head. Daksh is ego. Right? And that ego is controlled by the three lower gunas. Sattva-Jantam. You have to go gunati. You have to go beyond. And if you want to identify with Gajanan, you have to go beyond the gunas. When you're in Sattva Prakriti, you have a feeling to pray. Rajas, you pray because you want material things. Tamas, you don't care to pray. But to identify with him, gunati. You have to go beyond. Tameva, Tam Deva, Trayatita. You are beyond the three bodies. All of us. Physical, astral, causal bodies. Ganesh is bodiless. He's beyond. Tam Avastha Trayatitaha. There are four stages of consciousness. Jagrata, Swapna, Sushupti. We are told that, oh Gajanan, from Avastha Trayatitaha, you are beyond these three lower levels. There are three lower levels. What said Gajanan in? Turiya. These three states of consciousness, they make up 7 levels of ignorance. You have, Jagrata, Swapna, Sushupti. These three, they comprise 7 levels of ignorance upon the Vedanta. You have Mahajagrat, Jagrat, Bijagrat, Jagrat, Swapna, Jagrat, and Sushupti. 7 levels of ignorance. And the word is, time doesn't allow to elaborate on these things, but you see, you experience these things as you go through life. You know what level of ignorance you are in. You know the first state of Jnana? Wisdom, Shubhecha. And what is Shubhecha? When that desire comes to the mind, who am I? Where have I come from? What is my purpose? A genuine quest as to who you are and what you are, your purpose. That is the first state of Jnana. And I ask how many people dare it. Not talking about vaps approach, You catch a vaps and say, who am I? What? And then tomorrow you're going back normal. In a way that you become restless. You seek, you want to find out who you are, what from a spiritual perspective. And then devotees, you have vicharana. You start to reflect deeper level. Tanumanasi, the body comes under control. These are levels of jnana. Yeah? Shubhecha, you have vicharana, tanumanasi, satapati, asamshakti, padartha bhavana, turiya. Turiya, the high state, Gajanan. Non-duality, total absorption. Gajanan is beyond the 3 lower states. And as long as we're in the lower states, you can't reach Gajanan. That'll go beyond. Why these things are being put here first? To show us the barricades that we have, the barriers that we have to prevent us from going to Gajanan. When I say Gajanan, I mean the divine. Whether it's Christian, Hindu, Muslim, whoever. Whether it's Brahm we're talking about, devotees, whichever form you call God by, to go to, this is for all people, different levels of consciousness. You have to go beyond. Tam kal trayatitaha, Gajanan, You are beyond the three states of time. Past, present, and future. Do you know anything about time? If there's no past, present, and future, what time again is here? He's Kalatit. Kalatit, beyond time. He's timeless. Because he's not saying there is no differentiation. Mahaganapati, there's nothing like time. Nothing like time. And he creates time in the form of Kali. Time, Kali, the power of time. When that power emanates out of him, then there's differentiation. So you have time. But all we could know about past, present, and future. Past, present, and future. Most of us, even the present, we're not too aware, but we should be. The past, we don't know. It comes back to haunt us. And the future is dependent on the present. But to go to Gajanan, you have to go beyond time. That will take time. It will take lifetimes. So there's where we need to go. Gajanan, so we'll kind of go here. From Mooladhar Sidoshi Nityam. From Shakti Trayatmakaha. Vam Yogino Dhyayanti Nityam. We mentioned that you have a permanent abode at the Mooladhar Chakra. The three powers of creation, sustenance, and dissolution are all yours. It is upon you the yogis meditate, not physical form meditation. Some may do that, devotees, women, but yogis meditate upon the infinite. That's why they say meditate. At all times, Pam yogino dhyayanti nityam. That's infinite. But we start with Sagun to try to go to Nirvana. And now, he's saying, Tvam Brahma, Tvam Vishnus, Tvam Rudras, Tvam Indras, Tvam Agnis, Tvam Vayus, Tvam Suryas, Tvam Chandramas, Tvam Brahm, Bhurva, Swarva. When I mention Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, is everything coming here? You are Brahma, you are Vishnu, you are Shiva, you are Indra, you are Agin, you are Vayu, you are Suraj, you are Chand, you are everything. Oh Gajanan, you are everything. Everything. Bhurva, Swarum, that infinite. So Gajana is not some finite God who could only remove trouble from our lives. He is the infinite. And I keep saying this, you can put the Gajanan with the concept of removes obstacles, but if you could understand also, as a man thinketh, so he becometh. Gajanan is the infinite, and identify that all powerful. I don't have to worry about a problem. A psychological thing. If I have a problem, Gajanan, this problem will bother me, Gajanan. Help me like Gajanan. Tell me where your mind is. And Gajanan know your problem. Subtle differences. If you're thinking about your problem, are you really going to Gajanan? As a man thinketh, so he becometh. You think your problem going to go? The more you think about the problem, the more it sticks in your mind. So when you have to pray, shut out everything, pray. Surrender. And he will take care of every single thing. It's an attitude in life we need to have. You tell some people pray, they can't pray without begging for something. That is lower level. But still, are you believe in God? But the day you can pray and just leave everything, that supreme is all powerful. He knows everything best, more than what I know, what is good for me. I surrender. Sharanagati. So devotees, when we do Ganesh Utsav, every year we do, how many years now? I want to ask yourself, are you any closer to surrendering unconditionally to Gajanan? Huh? Anyway? Or just going through emotion? I can heal you. Think. Devotees, the rest of it I wouldn't elaborate too much. Let's go through it. Ganaring Purvam Uchara Varnaring Taranantaram. He's talking about Ganapati, how he come here. Right? Anuswara Parataraha. Ardhendula Sitam Tarena Riddham. Etatvam Anuswarupam. Gakara Purva Rupam. Akaro Madhyama Rupam. Anuswaras Chanti Rupam. Bindur Uttar Rupam. Nadha Sandhanang. Saghuita Sandhi. That's how you get the gang. Gang. The poet, the sage is putting this, how you fix it together. What first? Ga, Anuswar. Now we won't go into all that. Devotees, so that is what is put there. Saisha Ganesha Vidya. He's saying, this is Ganesh Vidya. This is Ganesh Vidya. Now, as I say, this story is something nice, something it makes us feel good. But you read Vidya, or you didn't say Ganesh Gyan, Ganesh Vidya. Vidya is not the same as Gyan. The knowledge is there. But unless you identify and get experience out of it, it doesn't become Gyan. Vidya is something different. Saisha Ganesh Vidya. Ganak Rishi. So who is the sage? Ganak. Ganak Rishi. He composed all this. Nichit Gayatri Chanda. And the writings are in different, meters. So this is what we call Gayatri Chanda. You have Anushtup Chanda, different type of Chanda meters. This is called Gayatri Chanda. And the lord of this Ganesh Atharvasirish, Ganapati. Ganapati Devta. Ganapati Devta. And you go this, he's saying Om Gang Ganapataye Namaha. This has come from the Ganesh Atharvasirish. Om Gang Ganapataye Namaha. Powerful mantra. You can chant that mantra. But he goes on. Om Gam. Gam alone. Gam. Gam. My salutations to Lord Ganapati. That is what it means. Bij mantra. Ekadantaya vidmahi. Vakratundaya dhimahi. Tanno dantihi prachodayat. Gayatri mantra. When I say Gayatri, Ganesh Gayatri. Gayatri mantra is Mool Gayatri Bhurvasva. But you have many, all the devatas have a Gayatri, a mantra in that meter. This is Ganesh Gayatri. Ekadantaya vidmahi, vakratundaya dhimahi, tanno dantihi prachodaya. Okay? So now he is saying, we have heard about Ekadant, we meditate upon Vakratunda, and we pray that may that danti inspire us, Gajana. We depend on it. And devotees, the sage, let me wrap it up. He says, Ekadantam chaturhastam, description of Gajana. Ekadantam, one tusk, reason for that. And even for that, we hear stories, in the same story. If you go on, you will Kamakfu get married first. Swami Kartikeya and Gajanan. And Swami Kartikeya pick up and start kick dust to one along the world. When he come back, Ganesh married already. One story say, get back and hit him in his tusk and knock out his tusk. That's one story. Another story say he was fighting with a fellow called Sindhu. Very powerful demon. And this fellow hold on to one of the tusks. When he fell to the ground, the tusk broke off. Which one is true? Now, it's not a matter of true or false. These things have been put there. If you look at the story, the happenings, you get confused. This is why you see, you have to take the philosophy out of it. What it means. Okay? And that one tusk represents non-duality. Two duality. Breaking of the tusk, non-duality. Swami Kartikeya knocking out the tusk. Swami Kartikeya represents Shat Sampat. Tranquility of mind, serenity, control of senses, endurance, faith, renunciation of selfish actions and desires. Shat Sampat, if that develops, then non-duality, well, duality is destroyed. Knocking out one of the tusks. And all that have story, Why we do worship Swami Kartikeya? Swami Kartikeya was born only after Parvati and Shiva got married, and he was born. So inside of us, if Shiva and Shakti still separate, the marriage didn't take place yet. Where Swami Kartikeya coming from? Those conditions, where they're going to come from? If you have not reached to that point of realization. All this impractical, why? But the easiest thing to just do anything we feel. And that's good. No problem. Devotees, so what we have in the sun here, Ekadantam, Chaturhastam, 4 hands. Pashankushadharanam, Radang Shaparadang Hastai Vribhanam Mushak Dvajam, Raktam Lambodaram Shurpa Karnakam Raktavasasam, Raktaghanu Liptangam, Rakta Pushpaishu Pujitam, everything rakt. You know what rakt mean? Red. Red flowers. Now, that doesn't mean you see that if you put anything otherwise wrong. Ganesh appear in different forms with different colors. A third verse is telling us red. Right? Bhaktanu kampinam devam jagat karanam achyutam. Avirbhutam tasishrayado prakritihi purushat param. Evang dhyayati yo nityang se yogi nang vara. Om namo vratpataye, namo ganapataye, namah pramatapataye, namastestu lambodara, ekadantaya vignanashini, Shiva sutai si vardamurtaye namah. I bow to Shiva. I bow to Gajanan. Etat atharvasirsha, yodhiti. This is atharvasirsha. Sa brahmbhuyat kalpate, sa sarvatah sukha medhate, sa sarva vignair nabhadyate, sa panch mahapapat muchyate, pramuchyate. Devotees, whoever meditates upon this. You see, this, we talking, giving discourse about this, but if people could get this and learn it, this is what we're being told here now. Whoever meditates on this atharvasirsha becomes fit to become Brahm. We have to meditate upon it. Yeah? He gains happiness everywhere. He is not tormented by any obstacles. Become free from the 5 major sins. Sayamadhiyano divasakritang papam nashayati. Prataradhiyano ratrikritang papam nashayati. Sayang pratah prayunjano papu bhavati. Sarvatyadhiyano apabhignau bhavati. Dharmartha kama mokshang cha vindati. Simple. Whatever sin committed in the evening, by chanting this, sin burn out. Whatever sin committed in the morning, burn out. Whatever committed in the night, by chanting, sins are burn out. This has the power to destroy sins. The person who chants morning and evening is free from all sins. That person is free from all obstacles. And that person attains ardharam kama and moksha. Atharva Sirsh. Devotees, but now it is mentioned here. Idam atharva sirish ashishyai nadeyam. Yo yadi moha dasyati sapapi yan bhavati. So we have to be careful now. This atharva sirish should not be taught to any unqualified student. You put a wonderful, powerful tool in a child's hand. He could self-destruct. You have to be qualified. If anybody, for whatever reasons, do that, that person, due to temptation, will incur sin. Now I am saying it publicly. It's up to people now. If you feel you deserve it, and what? Time will tell. Time will tell. All right? So devotees, here it is said that may one attain all fulfillment of his desires by the repetition of this Atharva Sirish. One who, anena ganapati abhisinchanti sa vagmi bhavati. One who bathes Ganapati, by this Atharva Sirish becomes a renowned orator in due course. If anybody bathes Ganesh Baba, what do you mean? Not a physical bathing. You're chanting it, you're offering it to him. You become an orator. But he's the god of speech, 4 times of speech. Chaturtha manashnan japati sa vidyavan bhavati. One who fasts and practices jap yoga on the 4th day of the lunar fortnight gains knowledge. The Chauth day, Chaturthi Tithi. Whether moonlight or dark night, fasting and praying on this particular day, worshipping Gajanan, chanting this Atharva Sirish, knowledge comes. Proper, the right type of knowledge. It Atharvan Vakyam, thus says Atharvan. Yeah? Brahmadya avaran vidyat, na vibheti kadachaniti. One should know Brahm and Adi Maya along with this veiling power. We can't discuss all that right now. Then others say he has nothing to fear. If you have this knowledge, absolutely nothing to fear. Yo durva ankur yajati sa Vaishnava homo bhavati. One who worships Gajanan offering durvas, Atharva Sirish justifies that and recommends it. That person becomes as rich as the god of wealth, Kubir. So that is why you might find durv's case. Because when people hear about that, right, then get you one offer, I'll come rich like Kubir. I might win the lotto. But devotees, remember, whatever you get, you live into now. Right? You look at it. Yeah? So think what you're doing. You could become rich, but rich spiritually. Yeah. Yo lajai rajati sa yashovan bhavati, sa medhavan bhavati. He worships Gajan with parched grains. You parch it, right? Becomes famous and successful. He becomes a very intelligent person. You offer and you worship. Yeah? Yo modak sahastyan rajati, sa vanchit phal mavapnuti. He worships with thousands of modaks, get his cherished desires fulfilled. We offer laddu, substituting for modak. But that is an offering to Gajanam. Ashtai brahmanan samyak grahiyatva, surya varchasvi bhavati. If a person makes 8 good-natured persons qualified in this, that person becomes as glorious as the sun. I left out one. Yaha sajya, samit bhirajati, sa sarvam labhati, sa sarvam labhati. He who performs sacrifices by offering pieces of wood together with ghee, as oblation gets everything. So you know what that is? Havan. Havan. Light your fire, make up your mind. Om Ganganapate Namaswaha. Do jap. Put your mind. Nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. And devotees, as it ends, he says, Surya Grahe Mahanadyang Pratima Sannidhau Va Jappa Siddha Mantra Bhavati Mahavignat Pramuchati Mahadoshat Pramuchati Mahapapat Pramuchati. A solution to remove life's problems. When the sun, Surya Grahe, eclipse of the sun, if that happens at that point in time, most auspicious moment to do Ganesh Atharva Sirish. Now that comes once in a while. So they say Pratima Sannidhau. in front of a murti. Murti. Sit down in front of the murti. Put your murti and pray. Do jap. Right? Chant the mantra and see what is going to happen. What is going to happen? Devotees, they say by holy rivers also. No, not Kavini. You go Ganga, Jamuna, all them holy rivers. Do this, a third research there. Very powerful. And devotees, what happens? All difficulties will be removed. All sins to be washed away. All faults, defects will be removed. So sarva vidbhavati. That person gets everything. Om sahana bhavatu, sahana bhunaktu. Saha veer karvavahe. Tejasvi navadhitamastu. Ma vidvishabhahe. Om shantihi, shantihi, shantihi. Bole Sri Gajanan Swami ki. Devotees, Ganesh Atharva. Very powerful. Very, very powerful. So, praying and so on is good. Making your offering, but, if you can get this. And some people told me they got it on YouTube. You can get it on YouTube. I'm not too technologically inclined and so on. But if you get it on YouTube, nothing is wrong. Sometimes people play it. Like in Mithunjaiman, they play it. Nothing wrong. But it's better if you say it. Learn it and say it. Don't sing by the multi and put your computer, that's saying it. You ain't saying it. Learn it, get it, chant it. Devotees, these are secrets that we have that can remove so many negativities from our lives and take us to the highest level. Okay? So tonight I put this to you, devotees, and tomorrow night I'll make it easy. I'm coming tomorrow night on it, or I get on fire after tonight. Tomorrow night we'll keep it very simple. You can't understand, but this devotees, Ganesh Atharva. If you, young ones in particular, go check it out. Check it out. Get copies of it. I'm recommending it to you very strongly in this very auspicious period of time. You can't go wrong. The proof, I'm going to say something bad. The proof of I can't talk about putting anything into the so I'll hold back. Right? So make the effort. Young people try to get it. Old people to everybody. You're never too old to learn. Okay? Ganesha Thadvasirish. May the blessings of Gajanan be showered upon all. Bole Sri Gajanan Swami ki jai. I pass over to Pandit Satyanand.
Let us put our hands together, close eyes. He mere Gurudeva Karuna Sindhu Karuna Kijiye. He mere Gurudeva Karuna Hu Adam आदीना शरण अब से मिल के लीजिए हे मेरे गुरुदेव करुणा. My Param Pujya, Paramachar of Swaha International, my beloved Guruji, Pandit Gyan, Pandit Narendra, I think it's Pandit Vinayak, the son of Pandit Balaram, and his family is here. Devotees, I welcome each and every one of you here this evening. I almost thought I wasn't going to be here. I had great hopes around 4 o'clock that I will be here. When I asked the nurse what time the doctor is going to, the doctor says he's going to be here at 4. When I asked the nurse, she said, doctor coming at 7. I said, oh God. My pressure went right up. And then the doctor came, and when the man came, or the doctor came, I couldn't get the pressure down. Got down vexed. So I had to wait.
So Guruji, I really wanted to welcome you from the outside. I was not able to do that. I'm very happy that you would have consented to take part in tonight's proceedings. So when I was in Tobago and I searched the Swaha calendar and I saw that you was going for the resurgence on this Sunday, I picked up the phone one time and I called and you instantly said yes. From that day in my mind I've been preparing for your presence at our home. It is not by chance that I pick up that phone that day to ask you to be here. You see, it's all symbolic. 50 years ago, August 15 years ago this year, myself, my eldest sister Prabhavati, who is in Canada listening, my sister Anjani, who is listening with her family in Miami, Florida, my sister Vashti couldn't believe she get christened so long. She said, so small I was. And my younger sister Sabita, who is not doing too well, but she is listening also. 50 years ago, we got initiated right at these premises. And that's symbolic for me, symbolic for this family. And my dear friends, the time we get initiated was a difficult task, because my father was alive. And today I want to publicly, mentally, say thank you to my father and my mother who is here, who allowed us to take this initiation with the person who really wanted to. All my life, I know Guruji. I'm happy to see today that Rhoda and Niri is on the stage, because I think they would have taught me a little bhajan and thing, tapped me up in my head sometimes. I always say that Niri is one of the greatest Ramayana chorus that have in the world. I always say that. So my dear friends, we told our parents that we wanted to get initiated. Who? Pandit Haridev. My father said, well, it have a problem. Let me leave the problem part, right? That's a well sweet episode. So my dad and my mother, they journeyed to Arangwes. They would have contacted my godfather, Guruji, and Guruji in those days told them that he don't take the booking. They have to go by his father, the Shankaracharya, late Shankaracharya of Swaha. And that is where the problem was with my father. He and Baba had a little incident. So my father swallowed his pride. And he and my mother, they went to Arangwes, sat with the late Shankaracharya. And we had to wait 1 year. That's the booking we get to get initiated. And so when my dad came back home, I asked, I said, wait till he Pandit. He said, don't do that again. The Shankara is telling my father, don't do that again. But I'll keep that why and what transpired then. It is all memories for us. So 50 years ago, we would have gotten initiated. And my dear friend, this is a significant milestone for us. A few years later on, my younger sister Shanta, who is listening, and she'll buff me up if I don't mention her name, she also got initiated. So my dear friends, our whole family, and I was so fortunate and blessed that when my two daughters came into being, I never tell them who to christen to. And then I stayed quiet. And when they said they wanted to christen to Guruji, most of my problems eradicated. I never wanted my children to christen to anybody else than our Guru, for he's a family Guru. And my dear friends, not only my siblings and myself, we got initiated, but many of our family is in the same place. So Guruji, you are dearly with us. You know, I have many fond memories with Gyan Deepak. Nire and I still remember PT 27. Remember that? Guruji used to bust it down the highway and we used to sit down, have a wonderful discussion. Then he elevated himself from PT 27 Madison to Royal Saloon. And all Sisters Road, Brothers Road would have these things. But there's something I always remember that's very touching to me. And I live with that. Very simple, you might find it is strange what's so big about that? But my dear friends, when Guruji used to live in Aruka, Far Rivers, Aruka, after Ramayana and so forth, well, he used to call all of us sadhu. You know which sadhu you call it? Sadhu, this one, sadhu, that one. Everybody is sadhu. So we all would come down and Guruji would lie down on the ground and we would massage. But my hands used to massage one place only. I remember he saying to me, Sadhu, you will massage your face. And the rest of the fellows will massage your foot and your hand and thing. But I knew why, because my hand was soft. At least I look at it that way. And Guruji, my hand is still soft. My hand hasn't changed. Maybe I age and so forth. And if you ask my daughter, she says, dog, you don't do nothing. That's what he has talked now. The dog, dread. But my hand is still soft. Right? And that little seva, that what I've done years ago, I still remember those little things. So it is not by chance we're here today. I'm feeling well. I will be well through your grace. Lord Ganesh grace, my mother's blessings, and my family's love and affection, every single one of them. I was not here for 2 days or 3 days, and I felt I missed the world. I couldn't sit. You know, I ate nothing in the hospital because I was afraid that if I eat this or I drink this, my sugar will go up, and the doctor wouldn't send me home. So I ate nothing. They brought the food there and they buffet me up. I would eat something. They go, sugar go up anyway, you go down. I say, let me do what I want. Because I know my body. I know my body can take and what it can't take. And more so, I have to pay attention to that. So, Guruji, I have asked you to conclude this year tomorrow. And I'm looking forward. Maybe tomorrow I'll give you that special welcome that I wanted to. So at this time, before I continue, I'd like to ask Vashti, Anand, and my two children, Sasti and Shakti. Linda, I must also tell you, not only our family is Christian to Guruji, but my wife also, all her siblings, they are also Christian to Guruji. I never asked my wife, oh my, yes, she's Christian, you know. But I know about mine. So I'll call my children quickly. We have a little presentation to make to you, Guruji. And Vashti. Guruji, we make this, but not to show off. I always wanted to recognize you in a special way. Swasti Vachanam is an organization I formed after Swasti, my eldest daughter, came into the world. Shakti does get vexed that the organization didn't call it Shakti Vachanam, but it was Swasti Vachanam. Maybe you'll create something for her another time. So I want to make this humble presentation to you, and may you receive it with our love and respect, and continue to give us your blessings, guidance, and protection. Give them a round of applause, please. I must also say one thing. I requested Guruji to bring Godmother, and he said to me that Godmother will not be able to come. But you know, my Godmother is very special to me. Many a times we talk of the Guru. Guruji, don't feel bad. But many times we talk of the Guru, Guru, Guru. But my Godmother is very special to me. And I hope these words can reach back to her. Whenever I cannot get Guruji, and I must tell you, every time I call my Guru, I get him. And if I can't get him at the time, unlike some people, just can't get the Guru, I get him, and we have wonderful discussions. Whatever I do in my life, I get his blessings. Whatever activities we do, I always address him, and I get his blessings. But I remember one day, Guruji, I wanted to get you about a special topic, but I'm glad I got Godmother instead. I'm happy that I didn't get you after this discussion. And the discussion is about the soul. Where does the soul start? And I started to talk to, I knew Guruji wasn't there. And I knew the qualification of my Godmother. She's versed in biology. And Godmother started on the phone to tell me about the biology of the Atma and the soul and, you know, birth. I was talking about birth and death. And after she finished her discourse to me, she said, Satyanand, this is a biological point of view. But if you ask Guruji this, I think I have a different view. I never asked Guruji that topic. I never ventured to ask him that. Not that I was afraid, but I said, look, let me leave that question right there. certain things we could ask, and certain we'll leave it alone. But maybe someday I'll be brave enough to project that line of questioning to you. So I want to say to Godmother publicly, we have a little thing of flowers. We'll take it to her first and extend our love and appreciation. We really wish she could have been here, but we love her and we love her dearly too. More so, we want to thank her for taking care of you. Yeah, I know you said Vashti is the one that's taking care of Anand, but I know Godmother would have done a good job, and I know you're not an easy person to deal with. My family has told me the same thing too, that I'm not a person to deal with. People in my organization say I'm hard, I'm stubborn, but I like to do things a certain way. And if it's not done a certain way, I get upset. So what you see here is our family working together to present this. I have been doing Ganesh Utsav for 23 years. Starting at Rangwell Savannah, and then we move across. You see, I didn't want nobody to put me out of the place. So I come to my home. My mother can't put me out of here. Even though she tried. And she would even try. So we open our home, we live here. This is our residence. And we accommodate people to take part in satsang, and we try to do the best that we can do. So Guruji, once more, my humble prostrations to you. Also, my dear friends, my brother-in-law Anand Sanka celebrates his 60th birthday. Give him a round of applause. He really looks good for his age. And I fully endorse what my godfather says. Vashti is the driving force. My sister is the driving force. You know, I was fortunate to be with Anand in China, London, and Shanghai. We went on a little business trip. In fact, Anand accommodated me to my suppliers. We met some of his suppliers. And you know, I trying to get Anand's attention. I downstairs waiting to eat. I'll get hungry fast. 1 hour pass, or 1.5 pass. And I can't get Anand to come downstairs. I have to call Siddhi on the phone. From Shanghai, I had to call Siddhi, tell your father to come, tell your mother, tell your father to come downstairs. Any opportunity Anand get, he spends it with his wife. And that is something I look at very, very dearly. I recently came back from India, not to the best of health, and I'm looking for Anand in Gangotri, and I couldn't find him. Place cold, freezing cold. Anand going to bathe in the Gangotri. Be back. Say, boy, you good, yes? But we had wonderful times. I heard through the grapevine, Anand, that you're going to retire. Well, I wait for the big Brahm. 60 years, a young age to retire. But I want to wish you well. And I know if you retire, my sister have to retire too. They can't let you work anymore because you work hard. So when you go on these journeys and so forth, you'll go together and you'll enjoy yourself together. And I know you have lots to be thankful for. Your parents leave you behind, and you stood by. Guruji, I saw Anand perform all the Shrad in India at the Rishikesh. I was there with them. And it was moving that this is what a son could do, right? And it was very, very nice. And you have your 2 children, Siddhi and Vinayak. They will continue. And I have no doubt that they have the capabilities to continue. Vinayak, I must tell you, I must thank you for choosing this Murti this year. Give him a round of applause. Every year, our Murti comes from a little store. I remember when we first had our first Murti, people criticized us for worshipping this Murti. They say we had to make the Murti from Trinidad, we had to get Trinidad dirt, all kind of thing. But now we see majority of people are using this Murti, and we are happy, Vinayak. When I saw this Murti in the hospital, I took the picture. See, my WhatsApp photo every year on my phone is Ganesh Baba. And usually I take a nice picture, clean it up, and send it for our devotees. And they also use that for their WhatsApp face on the phone. So I want to thank you, Vinayak, for choosing such a wonderful Murti. Devotees, tonight we have Pandit Narendra, and I will be feeling on my duties if I ask you to say a few words of blessings to us. Also, his Dharam Ashwini is here. Ashwini and I go back a long, long, long way. Ashwini and I, we used to play cricket in the field in Bharataria many, many years. She's a very good batsman. Now she has excelled producing Kashi Ki Patra, one of the versions of readings and so forth in Trinidad, which is mass-produced and sold not only in Trinidad, but all over the world. So thank you, Didi, for coming. That friendship will never die. We'll always remain. Thank you for bringing Pandit here with us. Pandit will say a few words to us.
Om Sri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Sri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Sri Guru Charana Kamalabhyo Namaha. Adharaniya Param Pujya Maharaj Pandit Ji Vyas Ji, Upacharya Pandit Gosine Ji, Pandit Satyanand Ji, other Pandits, Sadhu Samaj. It is indeed an honor to be here, to wish Pandit Ji speedy recovery. But tonight we have listened to pure Amritam. Pandit Ji is nothing more or less than an encyclopedia. And what you have drank is Karan Amritam. You have drank Amrit Ambrosia through your ears. And so, your hearts must be elevated and purified. With Pandit Ji's permission, I will ask him if he will accompany me with the recital of the Atharva Shirsh. Pandit Ji?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Dono, hum dono.
Well, how are you going to sing it or say it? I
Bo-
don't sing it now. You sing it.
Main bolunga.
Yeah.
And this is a samarpan at the feet of Bhagwan Ganapati for Pandit Ji's quick recovery. So as Pandit Ji described, just the Om Gam syllable mantra is capable of giving the power of the entire Atharva Shirsh. But Tharva means fluctuation, and Atharva means to stabilize. So Atharva Shirsh means head. Atharva means to stabilize the mind. We pray, may Bhagwan grant to Pandit Satyanand Ji stabilization in his health and in his entire being. Harihi Om. Namaste Ganapataye Tvameva Pratyaksham Tattvamasi Tvameva Kevalam Kartasi Tvameva Kevalam Dhartasi Tvameva Kevalam Hartasi Tvameva Sarvam Khalvidam Brahmasi Tvam Sakshat Atmasi Nityam Ritam Bachmi Satyam Bachmi Avatvam Mam Avavaktaram Avasrotaram Avadataram, Avadhataram, Avanuchanam, Avashishyam, Avapaschatata, Avapurastata, Avottaratata, Avachordhatata, Avadharatat, Sarvatomam, Pahi, Pahi, Samantata, Tvangmangmayastvam Chinmayah, Tvamandannumastam Brahmamayah, Tvam Satchidananda Dvitiyosi, Tvam Pratyaksham Brahmasi, Tvam Jnanamayo Vijnanamayosi, Sarvam Jagridam Tvatto Jayate, Sarvam Jagridam Tvattastishtati, Sarvam Jagridam Tvai Layameshati, Sarvam Jagridam Tvai Pratyeti, Tvam Bhumirapo Nalo Nilo Navaha, Tvam Chatvari Vakpadani, Tvam Gunatrayatitaha, Tvam Dehatrayatitaha, Tvam Kalatrayatitaha, Tvam Mooladharasitosi Nityam, Tvam Shakti Trayatmakaha, Tvam Yogino Dhyayanti Nityam, Tvam Brahma, Tvam Vishnus, Tvam Indras, Tvam Rudras, Tvam Vayus, Tvam Suryas, Tvam Chandramas, Tvam Brahma Bhurbhuva Swarom Ganadim Purvamucharyam Varnadim Taranantaram Anuswar Partarah Ardhendurasitam Tarena Ruddham एतत्तव मनुस्वरूपं गकारवपूर्वरूपं अकारमध्यमरूपं अनुस्वारश्चन्तरूपं बिन्दुरुत्तररूपं नादसन्धानं संहिता संदेहि सैषा गणेश विद्या गणकर्षिः नेत्रिगायत्री छन्दः गणपतिर्देवता ॐ गणपतये नमः एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ते प्रचोदयात् एकदन्तं चतुर्हस्तं पाशमङ्कुशधारणं रदं च वरदं हस्तैरभिभ्राणां मुषकध्वजं रक्तं लम्बोदरं शूर्पकर्णकं रक्तभाससं रक्तगन्धाणुलिप्ताङ्गं रक्तपुष्पैः सपूजितं भक्तानुकम्पिनं देवं जगत्कारमच्युतम् आविर्भूतं च सृष्ट्यादौ प्रकृते पुरुषात् परम् एवं ध्यायति यो नित्यं स योगी योगिनां वरः नमो प्रातपते नमो गणपतये प्रमथपतये नमस्तेऽस्तु लम्बोदरायैकदन्ताय विघ्नविनाशिनि शिवसुताय श्रीवरदमूर्तये नमः एतत्तर्षिषं योधीते स ब्रह्मभूयाय कल्पते स सर्वविघ्नैः वाड्यते स सर्वत्र सुखमेदते स पञ्चमहापापात् प्रमुच्यते सायं मधियानो दिवसकृतं पापं नाशयते सायं प्रातः प्रयुञ्जानो अपापो भवति सर्वत्र धियानो अपविघ्नो भवति धर्ममर्थं काममोक्षं च विन्दति इदं मतर्शिष्यं शिष्याय न देयं यो यदि मोहात् दास्यति स पापियान् भवति सहस्रावर्तनात् यं यं काममधीते
तं तं अनेन साधयेत्
सहस्रावर्तनात् यं यं काममधीते तं साधयेत् अनेन न गणपतिमपसिञ्चति स वाग्मी भवति चतुर्थ्यामनशनं जपति स विद्यावान् भवति स मेधावान् भवति यो मोदक सहस्रेण यजते स वाञ्छितफलमवाप्नोति यः साध्यसमिभिर्यजते स सर्वं लभते अष्टौ ब्राह्मण सम्यक् गृहीत्वा सूर्यवर्चस्वी भवति सूर्यग्रहे महानन्द्यां प्रतिमा सन्निधो वा जप्त्वा सिद्धमन्त्रो भवति महाविघ्नात् प्रमुच्यते महादोषात् प्रमुच्यते महापापात् प्रमुच्यते स सर्वविद्भवति य एवं वेदा इत्युपनिषद तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः बोल श्री गजानन भगवान की जय। पंडित जी।
Thank you, Pandit Narendra. Thank you for taking the time to be here. So my dear friends, we have listened to the philosophical, all those elaborate from Guruji, and we heard it from Pandit, the total recitation. At this time I call Siddhi to speak a few words of greetings and on behalf of her father's birthday.
Jai Sitaram. Sitaram, everyone. On the occasion of Dad's birthday, I just want to give a short insight as to who is Anand Sankar. And he is not only my dad and Vashti's husband, but he in himself, he would have grown to be someone who has been very influential to all of those around him. He grew up as the first or the eldest son of Sri Sankar Ramnarayan and Mrs. Dulari Sankar of the Little Store in Kirap. And he was brought up and molded in his parents' eyes to be resourceful, respectful, a man of integrity, and very creative by nature. In doing so, he would have toiled alongside his parents when they first formed the store, along with his siblings, and he would have grown to assume responsibility and all the duty that was thrown upon him. In doing so, Dad would have eventually married Mom, started his family of his own, having myself and Vinaya, and a different side of him started to grow. And most recently, Daddy started picking up gardening as a hobby. And I really want to tell him, I am so glad that one day, Dad, you'll come and plant my garden too. But taking it from a spiritual light, Dad has really planted his own seeds in his youth, seeds of respect, seeds of hard work, seeds of love, and he is now enjoying that. And at 60, I know we say in retirement from a professional life, yes, but Dad, we're not ready for you to retire 100 yet. I really want to see you enjoy the fruits of your labor, fruits of your garden, the garden that is life that you would have planted, the garden that is life that you would have endured from 15 years of age all the way up to 60 now. So it is my dearest wish that on your birthday that you embrace life in a new light. And I know your adventures are now beginning because you've been a Nana, now you're going to become an Aja soon. Embrace it. And I want to see you enjoy that. So thank you very much.
That was the eloquent city. And I know Vinayak will have things to say, but Vinayak, when we have the big Brahm, will be your chance. Okay? Different mood, different everything. So my dear friend, I know that the two will have loving things to say about their parents. At this time, you put on a mala for Anand. Guruji recite a mantra. And they put on the mala. Quickly.
Mangalam Bhagwan Vishnu, Mangalam Gavatvaja, Mangalam Pundarikaksha, Mangalayatana Harihi, Pamadnir Jyotir Jyotiragni Swaha, Suryo Jyotir Jyotir Surya Swaha, Adnir Varcho Jyoti Varcha Swaha, Suryo Varcho Jyoti Varcha Swaha, Jyoti Surya, Suryo Jyoti Swaha. Om Tat Sat. Labhastesham Jayastesham Kutastesham Parajaya, Yesham Indi Varshamu. Hridayastu Janardana. Sarva Mangal Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanya Trambake Gauri Narayani Namaste. Om Tat Sat.
Just all suitors will make their way back to the altar where you'll perform the final Havan after Guruji gave the instructions. So Guruji, this was the little presentation that we had. Thank you for giving us the time to do this at our home. The mic is yours for a few minutes to make your closing remarks. After you pass over to Pandit Gyan.
We'll proceed to the final Havan one time. Let me just express my gratitude, blessings. Sure. And you have really brought back many things, from the past. And this is what life is about. Life is made of memories. Memories. And once we create positive memories, life will continue to be positive. So blessings to all of you. And when Guru is pleased, it is said, the divine is pleased. Yeah? Guru Kripa upon all of you. And Panditji recited Athar Sirsh. We did that this evening. When I started off, when I Actually, when I worship Bhagwan Shankar, my mind was Mrityunjay Bhagwan. That it will help you to get over this challenge that you have. And I understand that your father-in-law is also in a condition. So in my mind, prayers for all this, to help you all to overcome the challenges. These were the things I spoke about. And I'm sure success will come. Okay? So, very positive. Blessings. Keep it going. We'll join together with Pandagyan for the Ainar Havan.
Well, my dear devotees, let us all sit upright as we focus our mind on the Mangal Murti of Lord Ganesh. As we seek that divine grace and blessings, your participation in Havan, simply saying Swaha with each offering. Om Agnaye Swaha, Om Somaye Swaha, Om Prajapataye Swaha, Om Indraye Swaha, Om Agni Jyoti Jyoti Ragni Swaha, Om Surya Jyoti Jyoti Surya Swaha, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha, Om Lakshmi Pyo Namah Swaha, Om Gauri Ganesh Pyo Namah Swaha, Om Namah Shivaya Swaha, Om Namah Shivaya Swaha, Om Namah Shivaya Swaha, Om Durgaya Namah Swaha, Om Lakshmiyaya Namah Swaha, Om Saraswataya Namah Swaha, Om Krishnaya Namah Swaha, Om Ramaya Namah Swaha, Om Pampatraya Namah Swaha, Om Hanumantraya Namah Swaha, Om Bajrangbaliya Namah Swaha, Om Suryaya Namah Swaha, Om Somdevtaya Namah Swaha, Om Mangaldevtaya Namah Swaha, Om Buddhevtaya Namah Swaha, Om Gurudevtaya Namah Swaha, Om Shkurdevtaya Namah Swaha, Om Shanidevtaya Namah Swaha, Om Rahuaya Namah Swaha, Om Ketuaya Namah Swaha, Om Kuldevtaya Namah Swaha, Om Gramdevtaya Namah Swaha, Om Astamdevtaya Namah Swaha. We all join together and chant the Om Gayatri. Om Bhudhuvasva Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhudhuvasva Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhudhuvasva Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat Swaha. Om Namah Shambhavaya Cha Mayo Bhavaya Cha Namah Shankaraya Cha Mayaskaraya Cha Namah Shivaya Cha Shivataraya Cha Swaha. Om Agnaye Jatavirase Swaha. Om Sarvam Vai Purnagvam Swaha. Om Sarvam Vai Purnagvam Swaha. Om Sarvam Vai Purnagvam Swaha. My dear devotees, everyone standing now, Purnahuti, final offering. The mantra we're using is very special, Prayashchit, mantra of penance and forgiveness, as we ask the Lord to forgive us any shortcomings, indiscretion, transgression. Om Yadasa Karmano Achiri Chamayarpanulam Yakaram Agnesha Shishakara Vidyata Sarvam Sisham Sahutam Karutami Agnaye Shishakite Sahuta Huta Saprasita Huti Nam Kama Nam Samadetri Sarvanam Kamarta Samadhaya Om Purnamada Purnamadam Purnabdudachate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameo Vishishyate Swaha. Achman. Om Adite Anamanya Swa, Om Animate Anamanya Swa, Om Saraswati Anamanya Swa, Om Deva Savita Prasuya Jam Prasuya Padhimgaya, Devyo Gandhar Kitapuke Tangana Punatu Vachaspatir Vachana Swadatu Fan. Om Aduswagni Pati Jahagri Tamisha Purtation Chiditayancha, Asmin Sarasti Adutarasmin Vishvedi Vajmanasha Sidata, Vishishi Agni Devta Ki Jai.
Boli Sri Gajanan Swami ki jai. Devotees, we join together. Final arati. Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh Deva, Mata Jaki Parvati, पिता महादेवा। माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा, लदवन के भोग लगे शंख करे सेवा। जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा। माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा। एक दंत दयावंत चारि भुजाधारी, माथे सिंदूर सोहे मूस की सवारी। जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा। माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा। अंधन को आँख देखा, कोढ़ी को आया, बाजन को पुत्र देता, निर्धन को माया। जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा। माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा। हार चढ़े फूल चढ़े और चढ़े मेवा, सूरदास शरण आयो सुफल सेवा। जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा। माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा। माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा। हे माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा। Everybody, let us Utsav complete the arti. Focus on the Ganu. Sorry, that is the Ganu. Matal Mukh Mahaganapati. गौरी गणेश महादेश नंदन गणपति गणेश। गौरी गणेश शरणं गणेश शरणं गणेश पार्वती नंदन सिद्धि गणेश हे शिव नंदन गणपति गणेश ओ शरणं गणेश शरणं गणेश पार्वती नंदन सिद्धि शरणं गणेश शरणं गणेश शिवनंदन गणपति गणेश गणपति गणेश हे गणपति गणेश गणपति गणेश Devotees, we end with Mahamantra. Simple. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Shiva Hare, Shiva Rama Sakhe Prabhu, Tribhidhata Panivaran He Vibhu, Ajajaneshwara Yadava Pai. Shiva Hare Vijayam Kuru Me Varam, Shiva Hare Vijayam Kuru Me Varam, Pratidinam Kushalam Jai Mangalam, Pratidinam Kushalam Jai Mangalam. Mangalam Bhagwan Vishnu, Mangalam Garudbhaja, Mangalam Pundarikaksha, Mangalayatanu Harihi. Om Avahanam Na Janami, Na janami visarjanam, pujam chaiva na janami chammitam ganeshwara. He Parameshwara, Om Gaccha Gatsur Seshta Swasthani Parameshwara, Yata Brahmadayo Devas Tatta Gacchutasana, Om Labhasteshang Jayasteshang, Kutasteshang Parajaya, Yesham Indi Varshamo, Hirdayastu Janardana, Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha, Sarve Santu Niramaya, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुर्भाग् भवेत्. ओ मंत्रहीनम क्रियाहीनम भक्तिहीनम गणेश्वर, हे परमेश्वरी, हे सदाशिव, हे जनार्दन, हे कपीश्वर, हे अग्नीश्वर, यत्पूजितं मया देव, हे मां, हे देवी, परिपूर्णं तदस्तु मे. ओम असतो मा सद्गमय, तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय, मृत्युर्मा अमृतं गमय. ओम गच्छतु अग्निं भगवन् अग्नि स्वस्थानि कुंडमत्यथ हुतमादाय देवेभ्यः शीघ्र देहि प्रसीदमि. ओम ब्रह्म अग्नये नमः. ओम त्वमेव माता च पितः त्वमेव, त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव, त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव, त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति. हरि ओम। बोले श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय, उदय शाह जगन्नाथ की जय, आदि शक्ति जगदम्बा माता की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, बोलिए श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय, बोलिए श्री स्वाहा माता की शुभमस्तु। Blessings to all. Kindly be seated, devotees.